All right, y'all. So I never really tell the story about how um, I really fell in love with herbs. It really started to use them. Um, it really just like engulfed myself and try to understand how they work so amazing with the body. And so I think it was about 2016, 2017, I was really having the flux with my sinus. My sinus was kicking my butt, to say the least. And so what happened was taking these antihistamines, um, and after so long, as we all know, or if you don't know, antihistamines um, will stop working for you. And so you'll find that the more you take, um, yeah, they work for a moment, but you won't have that relief that you had. So what typically is supposed to happen with the antihistamine is that you take it for 14, 21 days, and then you take a break. And then you also got to find out what's the reason for the sinus. Yes, it could be sinus season, but how about it could just be some of the allergens that are in your house, or it could be, a multitude of things that have your sinuses just on fire at the moment. So, anywho, taking these antihistamines, they're not working. Nothing is working. It is getting progressively worse. And I needed to do something. I mean, like when I say worse, I was at the point where I was sleeping, sitting up, had a pulse nasal drip, had, eyes stay watery, nose and face was all swollen all the time, having nosebleeds because I was taking Benadryl to kind of, sorry for the tone, y'all, to push away or push out some of the symptoms that I was having, but nothing was working. So, me being me, I don't want to take no more medicine. I was almost at the point where I was almost willing to allow them to give me a cortisol shot to see if that would help to get some of the inflammation out of my system. And I'll just be honest, I didn't know. So that led me down the journey of understanding my body. Like, you know it because you're a nurse, but do you know it? And that's what started my exploration of just learning me. So then now I can show you guys. So I started first looking at alternatives for relieving sinus, what you could do. Sis, I did it all. I did the steam and the hot packs and the this and that and all of those good things. Nothing was working. Finally, never was a tea girl. Never was a tea girl before then. So, dibble to dabble, figuring things out, learning some new things, stumbled across just herbs that help with sinus. Never knew really what a herb was outside of the other herbs. Never thought about it. Never thought about what is the makeup of teas. And so that is what got me on this journey to looking at myself in a holistic way, looking at the entire everything of me, how all of my systems are working together, how them not being cleared out, plays a big role in whatever's going on with you, but also just first, how can I get my breathing together? Like, I was literally stuffed up, ears stuffed up, feeling like I was ready to go and ask the doctor for an inhaler because my respiratory was so congested and just all those good things. Your girl has always been a walker, but I struggled then. I struggled that one summer. Fast forward, so I go and do my work, figuring out, what are herbs? Not necessarily what are they, but what do they do? Stumbled across herbs that'll help with what you're looking for is an antihistamine. What herbs had an antihistamine in them and will work well with me. So my first thing was nettles. That was like the very first thing that popped up. So your girl went and bought some nettles. I'll say this in the beginning. I went on Amazon. Didn't have a clue. Just, hey, they said get some nettles. So I got nettles. With that, I just started the course of, how y'all doing? Started the course of seeing what worked. Literally, I did what it said to do. Drink it twice a day. And about day 7 is when I started to see an improvement in my breathing. I started to be able to not lay sitting up. I wasn't waking up with my postnasal drip anymore, like almost choking me to death. So all of those things were happening. After about 5 or 7 days, I started to notice those reliefs. And it was just like the light bulb went off. And it was just like, whew, okay, if this can help with this. It made me go down the rabbit hole to see what all herbs do. What is this realm all about? And voila, made me study, made me learn, figure out what different herbs were. And there are so many that I still need to learn. So I'm at the beginning stages of learning how do they work, how do I put combinations together, how do I make all of these things work in unison with one another, how do I counteract something without overdoing it with something else. So that's part of what that journey looks like. Knowing that, as with anything, you may have 4 or 5 of something and only one works for you. And somebody else may have all 4 or 5 work for them. So it's just a matter of learning the trade, practicing the trade, understanding that herbalism is not fast. It is a slow process. It is a process of trial and error. It is a process of patience, because no, it's not gonna relieve you the moment that you started. Now, I would be remiss if I say that. Some herbs, they may work really, really fast, and some may take time. But it's a practice of love. It's a practice of, getting in tune. One thing I do also know is that you got to get in tune with your body. When you're on herbs, you got to sometimes get still. Sometimes detox your body completely out so that you can receive whatever the herb is supposed to do. There are a multitude of things for everybody, and everybody's journey is going to look a little bit different. It's tapping in. Tapping in and tapping up. And again, it'll look different for everyone. It's a journey of love, journey of patience, journey of trial and error, but it's a journey. And I promise, if you get on the journey, you will not be regretful. So I hope you learned a little bit about my why. Now what's your why? Peace.